On Saturday, thousands rallied in New York City against police brutality as part of 3 days of protest called Rise Up October. Some 40 families from across the United States impacted by police violence participate in the event, alongside scholars like Dr. Cornel West, journalist Chris Hedges, as well as celebrities like the playwright Eve Ensler and filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. The rally took place one day after FBI Director James Comey said protests over police brutality may have fueled an increase in violent crime because officers are less aggressive. Well, today we end today's program by bringing you some of the voices from Saturday's rally, beginning with Kadiatou Diallo, the mother of Amadou Diallo, the unarmed West African immigrant who died February 4th, 1999, in a hail of 41 police bullets as he put his key in the door, in his own door in the Bronx in New York. New York Police Department Street Crime Unit would later be disbanded.
No justice for the black, no justice for the brown. So what we gonna do? Shut it down, shut it down. No justice for the brown, no justice for the black. So what we gonna do? Fist up, fight back. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
How you doing, sisters and brothers? Hello, New York City. In the spirit of my son Amadou Diallo, I said to you, we will see the end of this brutality in our lifetime. My son didn't die in vain. He died so that we can have change. But the change has been long coming. We are still waiting. How many more victims were unjustly killed since Amadou Diallo? We cannot even begin to count. I went to many funerals. I connected to many families. We are not bitter. I told the world then, the day when they stood up and told me that the 4 cops who shot my son had done nothing wrong, that it was the fault of my son. I said to you now, I said it then, we need change. Amadou's kid died. It's too late for him. But we have to prevent this from happening again. When you have tragedies like that, you need to learn what went wrong and correct it. It never happened because nationwide, look at all these faces here. Look at all these families here. What happened? Law enforcement community should know that we are not against them. We even feel for those who were shot just recently in Harlem. We are not against them. We are anti-police brutality. We are not anti-cop because we know some of them are doing good job. What we need to root out those who are brutalizing our children for no reason.
Brothers and sisters, Mr. Quentin Tarantino.
Hey, everybody. I got something to say, but actually I would like to give my time to the families that want to talk. I want to give my time to the families. However, I just do also want to say, what am I doing here? I'm doing here because I am a human being with a conscience. And when I see murder, I cannot stand by. And I have to call the murdered, and I have to call the murderers, the murderers. Now I want to give my time to the family.
I am affectionately known to the community as Uncle Bobby. I am the uncle of Oscar Grant. How many of you seen the movie Fruitvale Station? I'm going to be short. I just want to say this. One famous person that I know who's standing behind me right now named Cornel West said this: if you want to hear the truth, you must let the suffering speak. Martin Luther King said it this way: cowards ask, is it safe? Expediency asks, is it political? Vanity asks, is it popular? But conscience asks, is it right? There comes a time when neither safe, political, or vanity is the reason why you stand. You stand because it is right.
Get it right there.
Rise up.
Get it right there.
Rise up.
Rise up.
It is with great pleasure I introduce the people's scholar, the people's leader. Let's give it up for Dr. Cornel West.
My brother, I love you. I love you, Doc. Brother Jerome, we here And we here because we want to keep the family center stage. This is not the time for a speech. We know that the capitalist system is failing us. We know the criminal justice system is failing us. We know that white supremacy is a lie, but it's still alive. It is failing us. Male supremacy too, homophobia too, anti-Arab too, anti-Jewish too, anti-Muslim too. But we here to focus on the family, y'all. This has been a major effort to bring families from all over the country, from every corner of the American empire. And we want to make sure we salute them.
That last speaker was Dr. Cornel West of Union Theological Seminary, speaking at the anti-police brutality protest Saturday in New York City. Before that, Oscar Grant's uncle, Cephus' Uncle Bobby Johnson, and director Quentin Tarantino, the leader of the New York Police Department's union, has called for a boycott of Tarantino's films after he participated in the Rise Up October protest Saturday. On the streets after the rally, when thousands marched from Washington Square Park up to Bryant Park, where the New York Public Library is, I spoke to Uncle Bobby further, the uncle of Oscar Grant.
I am affectionately known to the community as Uncle Bobby. I am the uncle of Oscar Grant, the young man, as you know, that was killed in the movie Fruitvale Station.
Tell us what happened to Oscar Grant and when it happened.
On January 1st, 2009, at the Fruitvale BART station in Oakland, California, as you know, Oscar Grant was laying face down in a prone position with his hands behind his back before Johannes Mesley stands up and shoots him in the back without any apparent reason. He alleged that he thought Oscar had a gun.
And tell me what happened. Who witnessed this?
Of course, there was many on the platform that evening that saw what happened.
It was New Year's night.
It was New Year's night. They, of course, videotaped what was occurring. And for the first time in California state history, because of the community, because of labor, the ILW Local 10 young shoremen who shut down the ports, and of course the community that embraced the family, we got for the first time in California state history an officer arrested, charged, convicted, and sent to jail. We count that as historical, not a victory, because he only did 11 months because of a technicality that the judge alleged. However, we know that the unifying of these families across the United States will bring about a real change.
That's Oscar Grant's uncle, Uncle Bobby, in the streets of New York, though he's normally in California.